Alright guys, so I feel a certain amount of responsibility for Nvidia here on YouTube. I have a lot of videos I've made. We've done a lot of coverage on Nvidia, and of course a lot of my subscribers are very interested in Nvidia stock. So I feel like I have a certain responsibility to the public to kind of go back, change my analysis a little bit, update it, and kind of get it out there, get my strategy out there, how I'm going to play this position from here, and share that with everybody on YouTube so they can adjust as well. So I'm going to give it to you straight. A lot of other YouTube creators are going to keep telling you lies. I want to be the one, or one of the few that comes out here and tells you exactly like it is, because I care more about you and I care more about your money than I'll ever care about any company. Okay, I'm not married to any of these companies, and as far as I'm concerned, it's all about how can we make the most money. So here is the cold hard truth about Nvidia, guys. It is going to take 2 more quarters, which is 6 months. It's going to take 6 months to really correct the crypto boom. Okay, as far as Nvidia inventory goes, it is going to take another 6 months to correct that out of their numbers. Okay, and so guys, this also goes for AMD the same as it does Nvidia. Both of these stocks. It's going to take a half of a year to really filter out all the crypto boom sales numbers. Okay, so the road ahead for AMD and Nvidia, it might be very choppy. Okay, and I feel it is my responsibility to come on here and share my strategy of how I'm going to play Nvidia and AMD and the rest of the entire chip sector as a whole from here out. So I'm going to go over to my M1 Finance portfolio. I'm going to explain how I'm going to do that here on the channel. Then I'm also going to tell you how I'm going to do it in my personal IRA account. Alright guys, so this is all the positions we have here for the M1 Finance portfolio that I manage here on the channel. Okay, one of our biggest positions is Nvidia. Okay, so it's currently sitting about 9.8% of weight on our portfolio. Okay, now let me just click on it and I can show you the average price that we have. So our average share price on Nvidia is $205.14. Okay, now I'm gonna jam back here and tell you my game plan. I'm gonna do some portfolio realignment. Okay, we only have $30 invested into Nvidia, so we're only at a $7 loss, so this is not going to hurt this portfolio very much at all. All it's going to do is kind of stop the bleeding, and we can continue to invest through this dip Nvidia is going to be experiencing. But I want to, so I took my 10% position in Nvidia and I cut it in half, and I'm going to realign it and put 5% into ticker symbol USD. That is the Semiconductor Ultra Pro shares. Okay, and I'm going to break that down for you in just a moment, but I just want to kind of go over that. I'm cutting my position in Nvidia on the channel here 5%. Okay, I'm cutting it in half, and I'm devoting that money to the Semiconductor Ultra Pro Share ETF. So I hope this little chart here guys can kind of give you an idea of what kind of return this ETF has seen over the past 5 years. It's grown very good. Like I said, it's come from the $10 to $12 range, and like I said, it jammed up really high during the crypto boom. You know, June 1st of 2018, it looks like it was $50 a share, and now it has pulled back, like I said, because the semiconductor industry as a whole is really hurting right now. I think we're back in a very viable position. So I'm sure these are the only metrics anybody is really concerned about, so let's talk about this real quick. They have a 0.95 expense ratio and 15-cent dividend, and the dividend frequency they pay out every quarter. Okay, so let's go over the reason I want to get involved with this ETF, guys, and it is right over here. Check this bad boy out. Okay, this thing is loaded with great companies, like I said, that represents the chip sector in a lot better fashion than, like I said, just holding a position in Nvidia or AMD. The message I want to get to right now, guys, is there's no right or wrong answer. If you want to just stay long with Nvidia, go for it. Add to your position in the dips. If you're an AMD person, if you try to play them all and play them both, or you have a bunch of these different companies, you know, do what you do. It's just the chip sector as a broad, in a broad sense, is not doing well right now. So I think that's the time to start investing. But look here, guys, we're going to get 13% exposure to Intel. We're going to get 10% exposure to Nvidia, 6.5% exposure to Broadcom, 6.3% exposure to Texas Instruments, 6.16% exposure to Qualcomm. And as you can see, we got Micron, Applied Materials, Analog Devices, AMD, and Lam Research, and there is actually more holdings than that. But I'm happy with that right there. I'm happy with that family of chip makers right there. So right here, guys, I've got the 1-year chart pulled up on USD, and I'm going to talk about how I'm going to play this position in my personal IRA retirement portfolio. I'm going to do almost the exact same thing I did in M1 Finance. Okay, so I was investing back in Nvidia back before the big crypto boom. You know, I was buying shares, and my average cost per share on Nvidia was $126. Okay, so that's my cost basis on Nvidia. So I'm going to be cutting that position in half, and I'm going to be starting a position in USD. Okay, like I said, to offset some of the loss, and also, like I said, get more exposure to the chip sector abroad. So anyways, like I said, here's the 1-year chart, guys, and you can see we're in a good place to start an investment. Okay, we are dipped down. If it goes lower, we will buy more. Okay, there's some companies in that fund that will help, you know, kind of keep this propped up. Like I said, Broadcom, Intel, you know, Intel's a Dow Jones company. And we all know about AMD, the explosion AMD has shown over the past couple of years. That's also a stock I really, really love. But this is just a little bit of protection. Like I said, going to be a little bit more stable. It pays a dividend and gives us plenty of exposure. So that's all we got, guys. I'm basically doing the same thing across the board. You know, the M1 Finance portfolio and my retirement portfolio. We're gonna play a little. Defense for now. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking about Nvidia, about the chip sector as a whole, and I hope you enjoyed the video.